On the news this morning, leaders from Northwest Geopolitical Zone call on Governor Wike to contest for presidency. APC Tony Prince says he may contest governorship position in 2023 if the people support him. IPOB denies IGP's accusation that it carried out Imo jailbreak. On the foreign scene, Minneapolis police chief says Chauvin violated policy while restraining George Floyd. I am Ifiemi Andrew. Some leaders from Northwest Geopolitical Zone have embraced the ideology of the Grassroots Development Initiative GDI to advance the political ambition of Governor Nyesom Wike in 2023. The coordinator of the Northwest Geopolitical Zone of GDI, Aminu Bali, during a courtesy visit to the leadership of the GDI at its secretariat in Port Harcourt, said they decided to be part of the group to form a strong alliance to promote the good governance of Governor Nyesom Wike. He said they are calling on the governor to contest for the presidency come 2023. He said GDI offices have been established across the 7 states in the Northwest Geopolitical Zone.
We have 7 states. You know, Northwest is having 7 states. Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, Kebbi, Zamfara, and Kaduna. So all these states we have officials. We have interest in Wike actually. We appreciate the way he is doing things. We know he had the capacity, we know he had the heart, we know. I will tell you, in trying to find out more about Wike, I realized even this Almajiri school, it was his idea. He was the Minister of State. Education, and also I remember we had some schools in Kano. The governor then said he built the school. Later I realized it was Wike and Japan who built the school. So I know him. I know him. He delivers whatever he's doing. Honestly, we want him to be the president.
In his response, President General of the GDI, Brad Amerule, expressed satisfaction that the good deeds of Governor Nyesom Wike in Rivers State are recognized across the country.
I feel so delighted receiving them because they have shown that they are in support of what the governor of Rivers State and the grand patron of GDI is doing for Rivers State. And like they said, that they are calling to excellency to run for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of and we are proud of Governor Wike in Rivers State. The only way we can listen Wike to them is now that they have accepted that Wike should come and run for the office of the presidency. There will be better roads in northwest of Nigeria. There will be human capacity development in northwest Nigeria. There will also be peace and unity, and then carrying people along in northwest of Nigeria and by extension the entire country.
A 2-time governorship candidate in Rivers State, Prince Tony Princeville, says he may contest the governorship position in 2023 if he gets overwhelming support from the people. Mr. Princeville made this known at a parley with journalists in Port Harcourt. Recall that in 2017, when Tony Princeville defected to the APC, he had said that he did not join the APC for governorship ambition, but to assist in reforming the party. But Mr. Princeville, while speaking on the prospects of the APC in 2023, said a politician's governorship ambition should be a product of the people's support.
2023 is a different setup, and I've said I'm not excluding myself. But when people go to politics and they use government money and people's money, I use my own. So I don't have any intention of wasting my money again. But like I said, if the support is there, then we can talk about it. I know how much I raised for 2019 election. Other politicians were collecting money from the system. I was putting money into the system, and I wasn't contesting. So I know that if the support is there, money can be raised. I've said to people that if they want me to contest, I need to see the support. But in 2017 to 2019, I knew that very little would be on this route. I had already concluded I wasn't joining the party to contest the election.
The APC stalwart, however, explained further in his 2017 position not to contest the 2019 governorship election 2 years after defecting to the party.
I joined the APC yesterday. They told me I joined the party 2 years before the election. It's not activity and leading position. We know that you have to do some groundwork. And that groundwork will be visible. Then you can now tell the people that I fought for you. Let me now fight for the states. That was my position. But I don't believe you join a party just to collect the ticket. I think it's difficult. Not that it's impossible, but if you do that for a major party like the APC, you must be expecting somebody to impose you. I also have contested election twice. It's not only me that will contest election in the first place. So that's the position I took.
He also aligned himself with the position of the Minister for Transportation, Chibike Amechi, that the governorship position should be zoned to a riverine candidate.
We have had upland governors from 1999 till date, and I'm happy to see a lot of my upland brothers agreeing with what Amechi has said. Even on other sides of the aisle, in other words, the other party, that look, it's really fair. I think we had 24 years of an upland governor. Somebody from the regional area should also be given an opportunity. Of course, merit is important. You don't just take anybody from the Riverine axis and say, oh, because you're from Riverine. But it is fair to say that there are people from the Riverine area that can do this job.
Correspondent Sobi Uwari reports that the Calabari politician, while speaking on the reactions that triggered Amechi's comments, clarified that the minister spoke the opinion of the stakeholders in the party.
The point I made was that Amechi did not make that statement in isolation. The assumption that I would get from listening to her is that he felt that Amechi just came up with the statement by himself. And I said that statement was made after consultation. Amechi felt the pulse of the people, spoke to leaders before he came to that conclusion. So what Magnus was saying that Amechi was just making a statement out of this thing was incorrect. But I did agree with him that the statement like that should not be made by an individual, that it is not about an individual's opinion.
The PDP chairmanship candidate for Ikwere in the April 17 council poll, Samuel Wanosike, has assured the people of Ikwere that no community will be left out in projects if he is re-elected. Engineer Wanosike gave the assurance during a PDP campaign rally in Omagwa and Omerelu communities.
I want to thank my brothers and my sisters, our fathers, people who have shown me and my team love. This love we will not take for granted. All will assure you, you know, a lion cannot give back to a dog. Governor Zebulon Sowike is our father. In his second tenure, he worked more than his first tenure. So I can assure you that in Omagwa and in the other 12 political wards of the Ikwere local government, this our second tenure will be work and work.
Commissioner for Works, Eloka Tasia Amadi, called on the people of Ikwere local government area to give total support to Engineer Samuel Wanosike, as he is the best choice for Ikwere.
I can tell you, we have not made a wrong choice, and God willing, he will do better than what he has done before. Many of us have many reasons to give our support. I will tell you my own. I'm from Ishogo. The council headquarters is in my community. My community is looking better. We have a beautiful council headquarters. And I want to commend the chairman for what he has done. If PDP was at the federal, hunger no go dey the way it did. A good product is a good product. For those who like Ishi, give him your support. For those who like Wike, give him your support. For whom Inishogo, we will give him our support. He has done well, and we are proud of him for so many reasons, particularly his efforts towards seeing that there is sanity in the local government.
On his part, the member representing Ikwere State constituency in the River State House of Assembly, Ansley Mogugwo, said the people of the area need Samuel Wanosike to reconsolidate on his achievements.
Engineer Samuel Wanosike has made us proud, both in the local government, in the state, and in the nation. We from the state, we are happy to be associating with you. The day you came to Ikwere local government to solicit for our vote, you made it clear that Ikwere people should count on you and believe in you. That day, you gave us your 5-point agenda. And your 5-point agenda is an agenda that you have touched on. Mr. Chairman, that is why the people of the Ikwere local government have asked you to come back to complete your good work.
Away from that, a report says there was tension in parts of Andoni local government area over the killing of a representative of MEND, Etengo over the weekend, and the killing of his second-in-command yesterday. The deaths reportedly led to tension, causing people to flee their residence. The River State Police Command is yet to confirm and comment on this. The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, says operatives of IPOB's Eastern Security Network carried out Monday's attacks on the Imo State Correctional Center and the police headquarters in Owerri, Imo State. The IGP in a statement said preliminary investigations revealed that the attackers were armed with rocket-propelled grenades, machine guns, explosives, and rifles. The statement said the police resisted the attackers from gaining access to the armory. It said the police suffered no casualty, but a bullet hit a constable on his shoulder. However, The proscribed IPOB has denied being responsible for the attacks. IPOB's spokesperson Ima Powerful in a statement said that it is wrong to link IPOB and the operatives of Eastern Security Network to the attack. It also said it is not their mandate to attack security personnel or prison facilities, as IPOB was formed on the principles of peace. Meanwhile, the Controller General of Corrections, John Mrabure, has ordered a comprehensive investigation into the attack that saw 1,884 inmates of Owerri Correctional Center, Imo State, escape. In a statement, the service said 6 inmates who escaped have returned to the facility, while 35 others did not try to escape during the attack. Public Relations Officer of the Imo State Correctional Service, James Maduba, said many inmates escaped with some operational vehicles.
Some of these vehicles were burnt, so fire service came to assist the much they can to stop the fire from causing more damages. We are yet to confirm exactly what happened, but like I said, at the appropriate time, we must have gotten all our information ready. We will address it.
Governor Hope Uzodinma has set up an investigative team to bring the culprits of the attack to book. Governor Uzodinma said the state government and security agencies will work in synergy to make sure that the attack never occurs again.
I want to assure our people the intention is to put fear into our people and make them vulnerable. I can assure you, our government, working with security agencies, will rise to the occasion and get to the end of the matter. I've already commissioned a detailed investigation into this incident with a view to finding out the perpetrators and the masterminds of this ugly incident.
He also discredited rumors that lives were lost during the attack. This is the third attack in less than a month on police facilities in Imo State. In the meantime, the governor of neighboring Abia State, Okezie Ikpeazu, has imposed a 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew in Aba and Umuahia communities. 5 of the 39 students abducted by bandits from the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Afaka in Kaduna State, have regained freedom. The 5 students returned on Monday afternoon and were taken to a military medical facility for examination. The Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs in the state, Samuel Arwan, confirmed their return in a statement. The 5 students and 34 of their colleagues were abducted by bandits who invaded the school on March 11, 2021. Still ahead, the Shekiri Traditional Council officially announces the death of Olu of Warri, names a successor. Stay tuned.
Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817-001-8162. That is 0817-001-8162. And let us connect you to your customers.
We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning.
The Ishekiri Traditional Council has officially announced the death of the Olu of Warri, His Majesty Ogiame Ikenwoli. Speculations of the monarch's death had emerged in December, but the palace did not confirm at the time. 37-year-old Prince Utieye Norishe Shola Emiko was presented as the successor to the throne. Plans have commenced for his coronation. A non-governmental organization, World Samaritan Mission, has marked this year's Easter celebration with distribution of gifts to some care homes in Port Harcourt. Speaking during the visit on Easter Sunday, manager of the NGO, Chief Gaskin Sobara Sopri, said the gifts which he has been sharing with the needy for the past 21 years is a way of giving back to the society. He said most times gifts given to the less privileged in society are diverted.
For the past 21 years, anything you do here, no assistance, no one wants to recognize it. Being World Samaritan Mission, I contribute to UK Cancer Research, and they have been thanking. I know that these things go to them. The ones we give here, we don't know how it goes, whether they receive it or they don't receive it. My doing this work for the past 21 years without coming to media has made me at least what I am by standing to thank God at 78 years. My fear is that when I will pass through the rivers of joy, who will take over this thing from me, as some of us took over from Mary Slessor.
Chief Gaskin also said Nigerians should take advantage of every opportunity to show love to the less privileged.
No man is satisfied and no man will be satisfied. So all you have to do is to give them little. The little you give them will go a long way. You will get provision. The way God will provide for you will surprise. You will be protected. Your giving to them does not mean you will be free from temptation. In fact, your giving will make more temptation to come to you, because temptation sharpens you and shaping you to be great in the sight of God. So in Nigeria, if people will come back to do this type of thing, I think the world will change our name from bad Nigeria to good Nigeria.
Receiving the items, caregiver at the home of the elderly Madam Pauline and Moses Godson at the Cheshire home in their prayers appreciated the septuagenarian for always remembering them.
You know that this nowadays, everything is hard. Again, you are comparing before. Whatever they will give you, you will accept it. I will continue to remember them in my praying. Let good God will protect them and protect your entire family.
He has been a blessing to us, I would say, long ago. And he's a father that he never liked people oppressing those that are voiceless. He has been a blessing to not only Cheshire home, other homes, but he never blew his trumpets. He will go extra miles to meet the mighty, to beg for our own sake. So our prayer for him, God will continue to bless him and open more doors for him, and above all, give him good health and long life.
Our correspondent reports that the World Samaritan Mission visited the Port Harcourt Motherless Babies Home, Cheshire Home, and Home for the Elderly with bags of rice, noodles, soft drinks, and toiletries. The Gospel Empowerment Ministry held its first service on Easter Sunday in the Alu area of Port Harcourt. The presiding pastor, Loki Omashe, dedicated the church building, naming it the Empowerment City. He told Nigerian Info that what the mission of the church is.
The vision of Gospel Empowerment Ministries is to empower humanity for Jesus Christ for greater manifestation. It's centered around 7 cardinal points: spiritual empowerment, physical empowerment, economic empowerment, social empowerment, moral empowerment, and political empowerment, economic empowerment. And we're here to affect lives. We're here to win souls.
He also said he will focus on impacting lives.
I'm actually here to affect humanity, not necessarily to do what others are not doing, because a lot of people are doing it, but just to fulfill a purpose. And it has to do with soul winning and empowering people physically and through other areas. So what we are going to do different, we are not taking it the churchy approach, so to say. Our heart is enlarged to what can affect humanity positively.
In business, the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) has appealed to the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria (JUSAN) to reconsider the proposed industrial action by its members, scheduled to begin today. NBA President Olumide Akpata, who made the appeal on behalf of the lawyers on Monday, described the decision of the judiciary workers to go on strike as commendable and laudable. He, however, decried its timing and the devastating consequences it would pose for justice administration in the country. In entertainment, popular Nigerian actress Adesua Atomi Wellington has revealed that she was pregnant with twins but suffered a miscarriage. The actress and wife of Banky W made this revelation during a chat at the Waterbrook studio.
When something is wrong, sometimes you can tell. And she was scanning, and I was like, what's wrong? She was like, oh, nothing, I'm just, And then I looked at the nurse's face, and she looked a bit funny too, and I was like, what's wrong? She was like, Adesua, I'm looking for the heartbeat. And I said, for 2 of them, And she said yes. And I'm actually not going to lie, I started laughing. I went home. Banky wasn't home at the time, so I went home, and I remember being in our living room. When I was at the hospital, I actually laughed. I was like, God knows, God knows. Then when I got home, I literally collapsed on the floor and I wailed. Wailing is not the same thing as crying. Wailing is a deep groaning in your chest. It's like a knot that you can't get rid of. And I'm sharing this because so many women go through this, but nobody talks about it because it's almost like a thing of shame for whatever reason, and I don't know why.
She also praised women who have gone through IVF, saying the procedure is emotionally and physically tough on a woman's body. In sports, North Korea has announced it will not take part in the Tokyo Olympics this year, saying the decision is to protect its athletes from COVID-19. The decision puts an end to South Korea's hopes of using the Games to engage with the North amid stalled cross-border talks. Pyongyang says it has no case of the virus, but experts say this is unlikely. The announcement makes North Korea the first major country to skip this year's Games because of the pandemic.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
The police chief of Minneapolis, USA, has testified that ex-officer Derek Chauvin violated the agency's policy on force during the arrest of George Floyd. Chief Medaria Arredondo said the way Mr. Chauvin restrained Mr. Floyd was not in line with training and certainly not part of the policies, ethics and values of the police. The chief had fired Mr. Chauvin and the 3 other officers involved days after Mr. Floyd's death in May last year. Mr. Chauvin is on trial for murder and has denied the charges against him. On the news this morning, you heard that leaders from Northwest geopolitical zone have called on Governor Wike to contest for the presidency. APC Tonya Prince says he may contest the governorship position in 2023 if the people support him. IPOB has denied the IGP's accusation that it carried out the email jailbreak. On the foreign scene, you heard that Minneapolis police chief has said that Chauvin violated policy while restraining George Floyd. The news is edited by Enoho Ogbevire. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. I am Ifiemi Andrew. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this morning. Thank you for listening and have a great day ahead.
Market. My name is Anor Bevire, and we get into the papers at this time. We've got the Guardian, the Vanguard, and the Punch newspapers. We start off with headlines from the Punch. 2 arrested in Kogi with Buhari must go posters. Lagos-based pastor kidnapped in Ondo found dead after 2 million naira ransom was paid. Police rescued 2-year-old twins locked up for 3 days without food. Southeast killings were hiding out faces and shame, says Umahi. Daughter reports that to police, alleges 5-year defilement. FG Sound Staff, IGP fingers IPOB as gunmen free 1,844 Imo inmates. NBA protests as judiciary workers begin strike over autonomy. Debts exceeded revenues in Lagos, Cross River, FCT others, that's the FRC. NARD orders COVID-19 doctors to join strike, threatens 5 million naira fine. APC asks Amechi Abe to reconcile within 3 months. We've uncovered 50 billion naira hidden debt by Amosun government, that's the Ogun State government. We prayed against Yinka Odumakin's death when it was revealed to us, brother speaking there. That's the Punch. What else can we take? All right, we got to the Guardian at this time. NCAA uncovers 1.54 billion naira unpaid levies. Safety violations in air operations is in the Guardian. Politicization of judicial appointments and implications on justice delivery, still in the Guardian. South accuses FG of denying its farmers Anchor borrowers loans. 1,844 inmates roam free after Imo prison break. Oil spill victims in rivers seeks DPR's intervention. Prince Emiko Emedu's new Olu of Warri designate. 2 die as police rescue 6 kidnapped victims in Delta. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0009 are the numbers to call. APC still a mixture, not indivisible party, says Ganduje. That's in the Vanguard newspaper. Chukuma was human rights activist with great sense of humor, 6 months. As vaccines rollout progresses, COVAX worries over shortage of doses. Nobody can stop Kuka from speaking against bad governance or Naikon. We come to the phone lines. We've got 60 seconds, so let's make this happen. Good morning.
No, good morning. Good morning, no?
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is J.A.J. I'm calling you from Port Harcourt. Shola Emiko becomes the king designated the law for him. I think I say congratulations to the young man. He has proven himself and he's been carrying himself in a royal way from birth. He was born in the throne and he will do well. The IGP said IPOB and ESN attacked the police facility in Imo State, and they said no, that they are not the one responsible. I think we are in a bigger trouble. We are living dangerously. If IPOB is known, ESN is known, and they said they are not responsible, another group is responsible, that means we don't even know what we are doing. So the IGP should order investigation.
He's done so. Good morning, we're Nigerian folk.
Good morning, no. Yes, very nice to come from Yes, someone want to commit more projects if he re-elected. I know by special grace of God, he will be re-elected. And I know he will also fulfill his promise. We started Prince beg the people to support him for him to contest for 2023 governorship election in Rivers State. For me, if you ask me in APC, it is too early for his comment this morning. What APC needs is to review the party, not by this statement. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling a commercial, and we keep talking. We're Nigerian for Port Harcourt. Stay tuned.
It's a proven fact that swimming improves performance in other sports. It helps build better focus, concentration, and discipline. It helps build stamina and endurance. And importantly, it helps build strength. Loya Premium's high calcium formulation helps your kids grow strong by building strong bones and teeth. Give your
Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS. Stadium Road.
And international newspaper headlines. Start your day with information and have your say on the newspaper review on The Morning Crossfire.
Only on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
We continue taking your reaction to the headlines this Tuesday morning, 6th of April 2021. My name is Chief Judge, hence this clarion call. Stability of ordinary citizens and most worrisome. Some of us were shouting that Nnamdi Kanu is breeding future terrorists in the southeast, but were vehemently vilified, and almost every southeast politician, religious leaders and people were harboring and secretly supporting IPOB. Now the results are manifesting in killing people, jailbreaks, and destruction of property by IPOB. Well, IPOB has said it wasn't us. Northwest calls on Governor Wike to contest for presidency. It's within the rights of anyone or group to encourage people to contest. But on what premise are they hinging their call? Governor Wike should be mindful of these vicious calls that usually confront all past incumbent governors of Rivers State. Amadi David sent that in from Parley. Skipper West, GDI North and East leaders asking Governor Wike to run for presidency. Well, every person is entitled to contest for any elective office. For me, I advise Governor Wike not to waste his hard-earned money to contest for any elective position because he did not carry along the PDP immediate password and LGA's executive that suffered for him since 2012 to 2020. Group claiming that the ones telling Wike to contest for president of Nigeria is a misplaced priority, another antic to siphon Rivers money to the north because Wike does not have what it takes to govern Nigeria. Though some of us saw this coming since, but it won't work. Nigeria is not Rivers State where it is very easy to cage people. Text sent that in. Get back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, you're on.
Yeah, I'm calling from Nkoro. GDI calling on Governor Wike to contest for presidency. Please, you should not try it. I'm begging him. Not please try it, it fails. Look at what they did to good luck. You should not go and spend our money. Instead of to spend our money, she used our money to build more bridges. We appreciate. The entire place we're calling on people to zone the governorship and to River Ryan. Also, we are pleading with them to please have a capable hand in Nkoro. They should please zone it to Nkoro. We'll do well. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for calling. We're Nigerian Info.
No.
All right.
Hello.
Yes, we're listening.
APC asked Abi and Amici to reconcile within 3 months. I think that call does not hold anything because I believe, aside from the litigation of FTC matter in court between Amici and Abi, I hope Amici do not have any issue to set aside between him and Abi. It was only a court issue, and hopefully Supreme Court has set that aside. Now, IGP accusing IPOP members that they are the people that
carried out the attack.
Caused the breakup of correction center in Imo State. So, Nigerian police is now trying to bring up investigation within a day. So, I'm telling the IGP to be guided with the comments he's made because Nigeria we are watching.
All right.
This is not the first time a correction center has been broken in Nigeria. So they should not take that of Imo State too personal.
All right.
Thank you.
Nigerian Info, good morning. Hello? Good morning.
On the call on Governor Wike to aspire for presidential capacity, I thought that he was smart negotiating all the PDP interest aspirants when he came in his first tenure. I thought that he was also smart. During the economic crunch, he was able to get money to start development, and I thought that he was also smart playing politics. But my fears are many. One, once he abandoned state assets, under his administration, in my opinion, many of state assets are abandoned. All state media are obsolete. He's patronizing private media with millions of taxpayers' money. If you take opposition material, he queries you on, and I'm told that he's even trying to sack you. It is on your own. You're doing a great disservice to the people. Secretariat is rotting away, and I know that towards the last phase of his elapse, he will now bring money and pay them. He has abandoned promotions for over 60 for senior staff who have lost 2 promotions. Really equalize them. You know that have lost 3 promotions for peanuts. And not compared to the money used to buy your shoes. Pensioners, for something you can one command, say, look, make sure that all pensioners faith, when he gets to the federal level, won't he do the same thing? Won't he is totally biased?
Right.
Okay? Look, you look at the whole, zone of power. I've given him just a hint of concept that can create 100,000 jobs, that can create billions in years. For him, even beyond him, it's not, one thing, will he maximize the assets of the country? Look at what he has done for Real Madrid. I mean, Real Madrid Football Academy. He went there, brought the academy. Why not do the same for power?
All right. Good morning, Win Nigerian folks.
Good morning,
Yes,
my name is Jack. Yes, my name is Jack. I'm calling from the heart of Ogoni Zone. The group appealed to His Excellency the Governor of Rivers State to contest for 2020 elections. To me, my private view is that it's too premature, and if the Excellency the Governor of Rivers State will contest for presidency, I think in due time he will communicate to his people, the people of Rivers State. Then we want to hand it hand to him, and also, and we should be able to understand the conspiracy theory of the Northerner, because it happened during the time of Governor Peter Odile. It also happened to the period, the time of Chibike Mechi, and I did not want it to happen to Wike at this
Hold on, sir. When you say conspiracy theory, what is that?
A conspiracy theory, you understand, is not that, but still a conspiracy theory.
What is it?
They only want us. Yes, they only want us to come around. If the resources is on our disposal, they lick it, and at appropriate time.
How do they leak the resources?
You understand? No, after the appropriate time, all of them will evaporate.
No, hold on. How do they leak the resources?
I'm listening. No, I will not speak more than that. No. Then the Tony in Rivers State, I want to say it. No, with passion, because the person who also saw me, he know it's not good for our ethnic group. In Rivers State, in Rivers State, as the people who are going to produce the governor of Rivers State, is it bad for any Ogoni man what the mention of Ogoni people? Every person will not be sad about listening to Ogoni say Ogoni agitating, and they will expect Ogoni people to support them. The last election, 250 election, 290 election, Ogoni talking a block vote to the Excellency the governor of Rivers State. What will we submit now for us to, irrespective of any person, we are not putting a political person to become governor of Rivers State to Ogoni block. For any person, including I am good to contact Ogoni.
All right. You're good to go. Barry Johnson says Governor Wike is now towing the line of the path of ex-governors Peter Odile and Rotimi Amechi in squandering our resources in favor of the North. In pursuance of their whims and caprices, people that became presidents in Nigeria like Obasanjo, Adadua and Jonathan were products of providence, and they never wasted their personal or people's resources in those endeavors. Time shall tell. We have B.A. Andy and Northwest. Once we get to contest for president, will that be enough? Please. Congrats to the new Oluwafi Shekiri. He's a designate. Generation next. Time for the younger ones to start ruling. I'm glad the Shekiri kingdom didn't look at his age. Frank from Rumukursi. Those Northwest leaders asking Wike to contest presidency in 2023 are Wike's enemies. IPOB and ECN have brought calamity upon themselves by this attack in email. Where are we? Nonia from Umogwa. Moma says if two arrested with Buhari must go poster, and if this is the case, more will be arrested because everyone is tired of Buhari and his administration. People want him to resign or leave office as soon as possible. Okay, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, numbers to call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, my sister. Hello.
Good morning.
Hope from Bori. APC giving Amishi another 3 months of reconcile. They should not reconcile. They should keep fighting. They should keep fighting to destroy the dream and the aspiration of the young ones. Let me use myself as a case study now. After being announced president in 2014-2015, I handed over a country that just called you just a moment ago. After we handed over, he was appointed as on civil affairs to the local government council.
Who's that?
Akanto.
Okay.
As a PDP member. Now, Kalisus, that Akanto handed over, is not the standard bearer of his work councillorship. Myself, I am still here because of my own political party. The political party are burying my dream and my aspiration. They are fighting. So let them keep fighting to destroy our dream. It is only God that will judge the both of them. It is God that will judge the both of them. Because when they were coming up, nobody frustrated their effort like this. I have been a very strong, committed member of the All Progressive family. I have paid the dues. Why are they not allowing me to excel? The only reason why they are not allowing me to excel is because of their selfish interest, both of them. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling. Godwin from HA says, please, you guys should advise Mr. Project that he shouldn't waste his money contesting for presidency come 2023 because the Northerners will not allow him to win. I rest my case. Prince Toyin Princefield presenting himself for scrutiny before Rivers people whether to contest the 2023 governorship position. Personally, I say Prince Toyin Princefield will come and contest because you're better qualified based on your antecedents. Come and contest. Kelvin Frank send that in. Where are we? Marshall Odu from Romoy is talking about the Northwest leaders calling for Governor Wike to contest for presidency in 2023. He says it's not a surprise to him, but they should remember that our pensioners are in serious suffering. Go back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mufasa on the line. Well, what happened yesterday in Owerri is really unfortunate. I think if the IP and ESN they are denying responsibility for what happened, I wonder who else will have such, audacity to attack a government facility, prison for that matter, a free prisoner. But I want to advise our brothers from the southeast to please talk to their young ones so that they don't bring calamity and chaos on that region. And then Prince will saying that he would contest for the governorship election in 2023 if he gets the support of the people. Well, I think it's a good one. I mean, if you start early and people support you, then what's there? He's eminently qualified and he has the capacity to govern Rivers State. So let him just, keep, garnering for support. Hopefully, come 2023, he gets his desired support. Thank you very much.
All right. Interestingly, in 2015, we had people who started early, started some sort of campaigning and all that. And then someone comes from out of town and, he takes over. So I'm not sure how the start early is an advantage in a place like this where, you know how it is. Yeah. On Twitter, in the words of IPOB leader and online president of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, he said, nobody deserves to be in a zoo police custody while killer herdsmen walk freely on the street. The statement has triggered attacks on several police stations. That's Anunobi Ikachi. Prince Oluchebu on Twitter says, Toyin Prince says ready to run for ABC governorship seat. If supported, it's too early for this. Let's channel our energy to rebuilding the party, campaign for the revalidation and registration of membership. There's a lot to be done. I stand with Amechi zoning to Riverine. We've got Naji Kelechi Decency saying Toyin Princefield stating that if supported, he will contest for governorship election. Ha 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 ha. I'm sensing another mega looming crisis to unfold soon. Austin says police should conclude the Ebonyi massacre in 2 weeks. Could conclude the Ebonyi massacre in 2 weeks, but we're quick to pin the blame on the Imo incident on IPOB. I think that conclusion was rash and precipitous. What evidence do they have? Were the arsonists carrying their identity on their head? I think the police is a tad disingenuous. Their bias is apparent. Okay, we go up. Yeah, let's see. Tony Anthony Odun. For our brothers on the other side, please note there is no vacancy in Asarok as the people of Nigeria cannot afford to return to Egypt of the days of looting with impunity. Then we have Amechi Oluna John. Chai, Southeast governors, shame me. You can't protect your state as chief security officer and you don't want help from your brother. Now they've sent over 200 police to protect your oppressor so that you will not retaliate. Sorry, be una name. Thank God the unity of this country has been threatened with different groups, with different agitations. I call on the FG to summon a meeting to all geopolitical zones to discuss the unity of this country. Our security architecture has totally collapsed because the center has lost focus. Atu Amadu, Nigerians need a focused leader come 2023, not a man who is dictatorial and autocratic in nature. Does the GDI want the budget of Nigeria to be not to be in public, as in the case of Rivers State? Under Governor Wike, 21 LGAs are forgotten. What has Governor Wike done in education, health, and agri? Nothing. Peter Ariwodo, where was the security personnel? How did the hoodlums gain access to the whole police headquarters and correctional centers. Something is wrong somewhere. Well, Peter, in the 8 o'clock hour, we'll get into this conversation. You don't want to miss it, so you can get all the details. But they said they started as early as 1 a.m. and operated about 3 a.m. And the weapons were sophisticated. The weapons were sophisticated. It was like a war. Kenneth Ibiaime, that's according to the police, by the way, Peter, I wasn't there. Kenneth Ibiaime says, yes, back it started with a small name, Boko Haram. Later, we heard bandits. Today, they're called ESN within the Southeast. And would it be wrong saying today politicians lack the idea on tackling security, but are interested in what to gain as politicians? Christian Williams, from all indications, it seems APC may be heading to another round of crisis in River State. I didn't see them participate in any elections soon. Oh, you don't see them? Okay. Well, let me mind my business. Good morning. Skillful Peril. IGP accused IPOB of breaking prison. I think IGP should investigate well before pointing fingers in IPOB. From Freddie. Rivers Brick House contest will be interesting come 2023. GDI is a group sponsored by Wike to keep doing the biddings of Wike. We're Nigerian for Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning, my sister.
We're listening. Good morning. I'll put off the radio. Good morning.
Good morning, sister. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, I am Mr. Kuri. I picked on the interest of the northern people calling our governor to become the president. And I want to get a clear statement from these elder people from the north. This is how they call Odele, when Odele was the governor. And at the end of the day, after touring here and there, billions of naira were spent from Nigeria, from River State money. And at the end of the day, Odele did not go anywhere. If that money had been invested in River State, at least by now, River State have gone far. Now they are calling Governor Wike again to come to their side for president again. And how am I sure only River State can get that meeting? Which Goodluck was there. He did not meet up. They criticized Goodluck. Now they are calling on the Governor Wike again. I'm appealing to our governor to use wisdom. Because instead of using that money to go and spend, we have unemployment here and there. Let's help our youth now. Please, that is my advice to him.
Yeah, but then again, have you thought about what the governor wants for himself? Perhaps he wants to be president. And, you know, if they're beating the drums and he likes the beat, then she's going to dance. Don't you think so?
You and me, we are witnessing what they are doing. We have to see and one is the other. We have to put a statement that actually we don't like what they're doing. To me, I don't like it.
All right.
But now, if we invested in River State here, and do you know, you and me, all this security unemployment, it will be reduced now.
All right.
Reduced.
All right.
That using money to go and give them. Please, I mean, that is my advice to him. Please.
All right. Thank you for calling. We are on Facebook as well. I'll take a few comments here. Godwin Sunday, IGP blames IPOB for the attack in Imo. Have you wondered why such attack happened without any resistance or deaths whatsoever? Is it because it was stage managed in order to give a dog a bad name and hang it? And there's also a claim that the prison authorities had swapped prisoners in the north with the ones in the south. If this is true, it makes more sense why it all happened without resistance or report of any deaths as is expected of such attacks. You know, the politicians of this country are always predictable, and now those that hate the Igbos are so quick to judge the entire Igbo for this. And for the northern youths calling on Governor Wike to contest, it's more than obvious that they want him to dole out the cash of oil-rich states. Oil-rich states. Do you feel the oil in the streets? Where are we? Okay. I think I need to move to phone lines. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Ike, I'm calling from Rupokun. The northern youth calling Wike to come and contest for presidency. My sister, Wike, as it stands now in River State, cannot win election, even in his own ward. So I want to believe that nobody is calling him. Wike don't even have any capacity right now as it stands in River State to win election. So I don't think nobody is calling him. Thank you.
All right. Rufus from Port Harcourt, call on Governor Wike to contest for president. Please, nobody should stop or criticize him because those talking cannot advise him How can the Ogonis produce the next governor when all they do is continuously fight against themselves? Reverend Governor, since we've now ethicized the governorship of River State by separating Ogonis from upland, perhaps we should ask, what position Oigbo people have held in River State? Abua Odua people held? Boni people unko? Eche. Now, let's toe this ethnic line political leaders want us to toe. It is a lose-lose situation. As for Governor Wike's presidential ambition, it appears all River State governors all suffer second-term syndrome, whose main symptom is nursing a phantom utopian presidential ambition. Who else would the police suspect? But if indeed it's not IPOB, we all should be worried. Text from we will send that in. Final call. We're Nigerian for good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, Bernard from Moses.
We're listening.
Yeah, Northern leaders adopted the weekend to contest for presidency. It's a very good one because they said that.
Well, perhaps you're saved by the bell. Kingsley Chimenen from Ubima. Good morning. Northwest calling for Wike to contest 2023 presidency is laughable. Wike does not have the capacity and cannot continue to waste Rivers people's money unnecessarily. I want to remind you that there was a fire outbreak yesterday around Rumolumeni, which Rivers people lost millions of naira. Up till now, Wike has not made any speech or even gone there to see what actually happened. If it were to be Sokoto State, he would have gone to donate. Madam Eno, Wike's politics ends in River State here. All right. The governor has paid the northern youths to be called to run for the president. This is based on the governor's antecedents. Jarong from Oyibo. That's a wrap on the headlines this Tuesday morning. Thank you for joining the conversation. Of course, it's back to work Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed your Easter holiday. After the 7 o'clock hour, after the news at 8 o'clock, we'll get into what happened in Imo State. A lot of theories coming out already. Any truths in them? We'll find out. I'll talk with someone from there. My name is Eno Ogbevere. The conversation continues on Twitter at Nigerian4PH, on Facebook at Nigerian4PH. WhatsApp 08090306416. News at 7 right up next. Do stay tuned.